Lately, the concept of gratitude has been weighing very heavily on my heart. And I guess I'll just start off this vlog by saying this vlog certainly has plenty of things to be grateful for. I mean, this entire intro is just a series of miniature things that I'm so thankful each and every day for. Speaking of, a quote that I had read that has really sat with me is that happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is a spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. I believe that's from Dennis Waitley. And I'll kind of leave you with that for now. Alright, welcome back, guys. We have so much catching up to do. I honestly never filmed my intro or this intro yesterday, so sorry about that. But essentially, we are having a very fun extended weekend. So yesterday was Thursday. Sam's been home all week because he actually just got LASIK. So for the very first time, he can see without glasses. And as the bystander one, the procedure is quite weird and the whole process is rather bizarre. And it's just amazing that within 15 minutes, he can go behind closed doors and come back out and have 20/20 vision for the first time ever. But that's been a very fun, exciting change for him. For me, however, kind of a day running around taking him to get his procedure done and then trying to see my clients was kind of the mixed bag that we had. So Thursday, now that he was finally recovered enough to go out and about, kind of had a partial day. So I had a break of about 4 hours between my morning set of clients and then my last two for the day. So we made a little date day out of it since he's home from work just to do the procedure. So we went out to Drake's, got ourselves a lovely little sushi lunch, and then went around, I think it's called the Paddock Shops. I want to say it used to be called the Summit. So if you're around the local area, you know what I'm talking about. They have a lot of fun and now a bunch of high-end stores in there actually. So we kind of wandered around, went into Pottery Barn, which that is a very dangerous store for me to go in because one, their prices, again, it being a higher end store, are high. I have no business needing to buy anything because quite frankly, we have nowhere to store it other than our small little basement apartment that we're practically living in right now. Because otherwise it would end up in the storage unit that we are trying to get away from because as with any storage unit ever, they just keep increasing the price, which I understand comes with the territory, but we're probably going to, I think, either A, buy a shed to put on our property, but first, my aunt is trying to sell her house. And it's been on the market for, goodness, probably at least half a year at this point with no offers, and I think part of the reason, or what you think part of the reason is because it's not staged. And at this point, our furniture for pretty much an entire house is just sitting in a storage unit that we're paying way too much for each month. So why not kill two birds with one stone? Help her stage her house, and she's offered for us to kind of store some of the extra in their basement after that process goes through and until we end up buying that shed that we're looking into. So kind of a lot of talk, but that's where we are currently. Now it's currently Friday and we are heading out to Owensboro / Beaver Dam, Kentucky to go to the Old 60 concert that my mom got us tickets for so kindly alongside my brother. So we're about to leave here in the next hour to go head out to that. I will of course be bringing you guys along, but kind of had to kick this vlog off. I'm not sure it's gonna be a very long one, but hope you guys stick around for the ride. But first, we did stop by this local retailer not too far from us over in the Simpsonville area to pick up a nice string trimmer, weed whacker, whatever you want to call it, and the brush cut attachment for it, so that when we do get back home from this trip here over the weekend, we can hopefully tackle our Christmas trees. Alright guys, it's about time we finally bought our own string trimmer, brush cutter, whatever you want to refer to it as. We've been borrowing our neighbors for far too long. So it's exciting day because right now our trees are beyond covered by like 2 feet of brush. So we gotta fix that. So we just checked in to the Fairfield, which is our hotel, for the night. We actually ended up taking Highway 60 over here, which is of course funny considering we're seeing Old 60 and that's where their name came from. So it's very fitting. But I think we're gonna go out to dinner with my brother and his friend, ironically both named Ethan, so this is gonna get confusing. But we're going over to probably a barbecue joint. It's not the one that I grew up going to, unfortunately, which was Moonlight Barbecue. I am kind of holding out hope that maybe we can pick up a coconut cream pie that we used to go get all the time when we came out here to Owensboro. But we'll see. If not, if nothing else, we have to go to this little middle of nowhere milkshake and burger joint, little drive-in, because Sam has never been, and I grew up coming out here every couple weeks, and my favorite thing was this dreamsicle milkshake they used to get, and I, to this day, am dying for it. So hopefully we'll get that. Otherwise, take you guys along. Hopefully we're gonna go get food any minute now because I think we're all starving. I guess I used to say Hayden's driving, but honestly you could never see the name of it, so you never done knew what the name was in the first place. Yeah, now I really am wondering. I'm like, this doesn't look like a fire happened or anything.
Look at those prices.
I know.
$3.50, hamburger $2.35.
Returning back to that theme of gratitude, I am so unbelievably thankful for this time spent with my brother and for this piece of property that probably is what inspired me and planted the seed to, one, be crazy and go after a dream of having a farm, and two, to honestly just lead more of a simple life, in some regards at least. I owe it so much for that, and especially those who raised me here. Good morning, guys. It's the morning after the concert, which honestly was quite lovely. However, it was extremely busy. I did not know this ahead of time, but apparently the Beaver Dam amphitheater ended up selling the most tickets it has ever sold, ever. So it was incredibly busy for that small little space, but good for old 60, because they actually ended up selling, which is again very fitting, 6,060 tickets. So 60, which I'm sure for them, because this is where they are from. Clearly I still need some more coffee this morning, but since this is where they were from, they had a huge hometown population, which is just so beautiful to see. However, we did have a lot of high school screaming girls behind us, which I get that you're at a concert, enjoy yourself. However, it was a little bit dampening at times because you honestly could only hear them screaming, and I mean screaming, opposed to the music itself because we were so far back in the amphitheater. But as a whole, it was just nice to go to a concert. We haven't been to a concert, we realized on the drive up here, since 2019. So it's been nearly 6 years. That is absolutely insane. But just about to go head over to our friend John's place. He's actually from around this area, and he just got his first home and first property, so we're gonna go see that. I think we're hoping to play pickleball. However, as you guys just saw, it was absolutely pouring, but it keeps going on and off. I mean, I just filmed that less than 2 minutes ago, and now it's completely cleared. So, fingers crossed that hopefully we can go play some pickleball.
Come on, kick it a little bit faster.
I know, you're too afraid to pick it up, huh? I hope you guys don't mind my interspersed ramblings, if you will, but when I said that thought of gratitude has really been sitting heavy, kind of came to have the realization that the way we live our lives day in, day out can either be a way of living in gratitude, or it can be a way of just tearing down your own self, your own life. Life is hard. It was never promised to be easy. If you're a believer, you know that. this side of heaven's not meant for us. We're not meant to have overwhelming peace and satisfaction here, quite frankly. But I do think that we are meant to find and seek out everyday little joys and to share those joys with others. In this case, as you all were just seeing, we were cooking and making breakfast for my father-in-law. And when I mentioned to seeking out those little joys, this farm for us has become one of those. Even with some of the trials and tribulations that more than likely are going to continue to come with it, I wouldn't change it for the world. And truly, sometimes you need to find or even intentionally put things in your life that cause you to seek out the good and the beautiful and all the things we have to be grateful for. Because even in the hardest of times, I think that we all have at least something. So, for example, sometimes right now I can look at this farm and see all of the broken promises, but I also see all of the future promises yet to be fulfilled. These seedlings, for example, being one of them. I hope that one day they can help to bless others to have the most amazing Christmas memories within our farm and within their own home. And with that too, I hope to one day get to have our own little farmer's market on our farm. But in the meantime, I'm so incredibly thankful that I get to bless others and to spend my money on things that I think bring value to another person, bring value to my own family, but inherently do bless another family that has worked so hard to grow that for those. But all that being said, again, everything can be looked at two different ways. You can look at it with beauty and grace and gratefulness, or we can make it very easy and find all the things to be negative about and to uninherently make our life less beautiful and grand than it should be. But I'm going to leave you guys with that. Hope you guys don't mind the ramblings. If you do, if you enjoyed it, maybe consider subscribing. I'm sure you were in for a whole lot more over the weeks and times to come. Hope you have a wonderful day.